Walk into a bookstore and begin to browse. I always like the smell and feel of a book. Very satisfying. And if I walk out with one or two, I anticipate cozying up to a cheery fireplace for an hour or two engrossed in a good story. There's so many storylines. Authors are idea people, and they can sure come up with some weird storylines. But they develop it with twists and turns, and anyway, when it's finished, they publish it. And they hope to hell it sells. But even more, they hope you buy it. Did you know the bookstores in Japan are vanishing? I guarantee it's because of the internet. You can order nearly any book you want digitally. But that's not the same. There's magic in a bookstore. Why, you can browse for literally hours. Unless, of course, you need to hurry home to feed your cat. So I say, support your local bookseller. Now back to why I'm here. I'm looking for a good crime story. Solid, believable characters, good plot line. Well, there's always good and evil, and good must always prevail. But there should be some interesting twists and turns. And maybe I'm too old-fashioned, but I like my hero to be moral, just, a real stand-up guy with a good sense of humor. Oh, it can be a bit spicy, but not like some books, where the author ends nearly every chapter with a buxom blonde or redhead hanging off the arm of this fellow. No, I'm looking for, hold on, what's this? Gumshoe and Fox. 3 books. Looks interesting. Published by Fertig Works. Written by Myron Fertig. A trilogy, no doubt. Looks like it's right up my alley. The first one is called The Reunion, a Case of Revocable Trust. This Alan Garrett, back home from being an investigator for the Air Force, he's now a newly licensed private eye, sets up his business in Manhattan Beach, California. He receives an invitation and decides to attend his high school 20-year reunion. He can't remember most of the folks, but he says it might be interesting, drum up some new business perhaps. Little does he know that his first major case will materialize that night. He stumbled upon real evil. Second book is The Derelict, the Key West caper. Alan's old boss, General Majori, sends him $20,000 as a retainer to find and return his missing, derelict 17-year-old son. Garrett agrees. Figured it'd be good experience for his rookie hire, so he sends her. She calls late one afternoon from Key West, Florida. He's here, boss man. I just sent you an email. I'm going to dinner. Call me in an hour. So he calls her after an hour. No answer. He calls again. Not once, but all through the night. The following morning, he boards a flight bound for Key West. The last one is the Bureau of Internal Affairs, The Wrong Side of Right. Alan's buddy, Inspector Carl Morris, from Hermosa Beach, California, needs Alan's help. It all starts out as a routine event. Morris's young detective, Bradley Swayzer, was making a beer run at a local drugstore before Sunday football. He's off duty, but like most cops, he's carrying. Things get nasty within minutes. The pharmacy gets robbed. Guns are fired. People are dying. Swayzer's weapon and badge were confiscated, pending an investigation. Really looks good. Fertig Works. Written by Myron Fertig. I think I'll take all 3.